Check me out. Okay, so hey there, I am just testing out my mic to see if it's working. I had some issues earlier. I've got a mic screen down here that says it's working, but it doesn't say I'm live. I am live. Um, it shows I'm live on my screen. Let's see. Live. I am just trying to do some technical difficulty issues here. I got to get this working. Otherwise, I'm doing it for nothing. Got to get it going. Test your microphone. Test your microphone. Test your microphone. This. Share screen. In stream. Welcome to your chat. I don't want to do that. No, you're not. You don't see it? No volume? Testing. Testing on YouTube? Yeah, on YouTube, I can hear you. Oh, on your phone, okay. Well, then it should be working. I can hear you on my computer now. Okay, cool. All right. Well, then I'm going to end. I'll edit that. And so I'm going to go live. Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay, let's go again. Hi there, YouTube. I am so excited to be here with you. We're talking about fantastic opportunities in the digital age in which we live. It is exciting to be alive right now because there are so many opportunities that are in front of you. And how do you know when there's an opportunity in front of you? Well, that is a skill of leadership. And not everybody has that skill, but I think it's all within us to believe in ourselves enough to take an opportunity when you see one. And so the main thing I want to talk about today is how do you know when there is an opportunity in front of you that you should take? Well, Tony Robbins says that it's about being at the right time and you will be rewarded. And I truly believe that that is a true statement. You know, there's been so many items that have come into my life where I look back and I'm like, man, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I wish I would have taken advantage of that opportunity when it was in front of me. I think that we live in the best world right now because we're going through we're going through an information age where there's so much information coming at us and we can do whatever we want with that information, right? Like so many news outlets are coming from us from all over the world. Never in the history of the world have we ever been so connected. And that's why this space is such a beautiful place to be in. Because if you think about it, we're just in the conception stages of it. Digital has been happening for a long time, but when you think about the trajectory of where it's going, we're here. Like we're right here and it's going big time, right? Because when you look back on the history books and you come back to the era of 1998 to 2024, there's going to be this small spike, because it's the beginning of the information age. So one of the things that I absolutely love about doing business in this world is you can go digital. You can go digital. What does digital mean? Well, to me, digital means several things. The most important thing it means time freedom, because I know that I'm going to be in control of what it is that I'm doing because it's digital. You don't really have to explain to me why digital makes sense because I'm utilizing digital every day. Amazon.com, audible.com. I am a huge lover of books. I read books. That is my thing. Now, my books aren't mystery books and Colleen Hoover and all those. However, I'm going to try to start enjoying books like that because maybe I would enjoy them. But right now, I am only enjoying business books because that's just what I've done. You know, I'm really enjoying this color red on me. I'm going through a coaching program that's teaching me how to love myself. And I just like, man, this red is like power couple, powerful. I really like this red on me. Sorry, I just had to interject because I don't think I told myself that this morning. But the three things that I love about the digital space are this: time freedom, automation, and scalability. Right? What does that mean exactly, Ashley? Awesome. Great question. So, more free time means automation does the boring stuff, the follow up, the emails, the automated emails. It reaches out to people, it stays in front of your database. You know, if you're in sales, you all know what CRM means, right? What CRM are you using? Every time I go to to a conference or something, one of the questions that's always asked is, "What CRM are you using?" And it's like, oh my gosh, like you know what? The CRM this was the CRM that everybody's using that's so popular and so awesome and so amazing is, guess which one? The one that you choose, the one that you use. They all work. You just have to use it. I think somewhere along the way, realtors for sure thought that the CRM was going to, like, just take their business to the next level. And then everyone became so fascinated with, like, which CRM do you use? Which one is the best? CRM stands for Customer Retainment Management System, right? Like, it's helping you to stay in front of your customer because there's so many distractions and so many ads and so many Google searches that they can do when they need a service. But you don't want them to go to Google, a plumber. You want them to call you because you came over the last time on an emergency call and changed their toilet flapper because it was making noise in the middle of the night, right? But the thing is this, when people need something immediately, when they need it now, they have a tendency to go and to find that person to meet that need immediately. And they forget to think about the person that they already know, like, and trust. But instead, they're going to Google because they just have been conditioned so much to go find the solution to the problem online, right? It's amazing to me that the world has shifted to 70% of people trust what they see on social media and use that as word of mouth, right? There's credibility in you coming online, on you coming onto the screen on social media, promoting a product that you know, like, and trust that that solution will solve your problem. So that's the world in which we live in. The digital space is beautiful because there's enough room for all of us. I'm a Gen Xer and I am seeing where we're at in the world. And here's the thing, I'm never going to go back to working for the man. I'm a broker now, so no one has control over my income but myself. And then as far as like going into a corporate job and having PTO and time off and someone else telling me when it is that I can and come to work, like, that's not in my future. But what's in my future is the ability to seek out an opportunity that works for me in my life. I am willing to spend 2 hours a day on my phone because I know that if I spend 2 hours a day on my phone, that in 6 months I will have $90,000 to $100,000 in my bank account. And then I'm going to continue to do that. And then over time, I may have an opportunity to look down at both of my careers and go, whoa, this one's doing way better than this one. Why don't I put my focus and my effort onto this one and beef it up and get it to where I need it to be? Because here's what I know, I'm $900,000 shy of my retirement funds that need to be full. And real estate, although it can get me there, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I don't have the gumption that I did in my 20s to go and pound the pavement and go knocking on doors and do all the things that you have to do to stand out in real estate. Real estate is a wonderful business, but I thank God that I have the sphere of influence that I do because it keeps me going annually, and word of mouth keeps me in business so that I'm not having to go chase internet leads, so that I'm not having to meet with people who do not have anything in common with me, who are not understanding the way that the area in which I live works, right? I am 100% focused on my sphere and going into my sphere to make sure that my clients and my customers are serviced through my direct relationships with them. And so it's kind of funny to me that a few years ago, all the realtors became so obsessed with the CRM, right? Which CRM are you using? Oh, I don't know. I've got Salesforce. Which one are you using? I use Zapier. Which one are you using? And the answer is the one that works is the one that you use, right? They all work. It's just you have to use it. There's this quote that I found the other day digging through all my motivational stuff that I've got. And it said, life's a garden, go dig it, right? Life's a garden, go dig it. Like, you have the ability to change your reality because you are living in the coolest time ever in the history of ever, right? Make sure you're liking me and following me, please, because I want to share with you this neat program that I'm getting ready to roll out. I'm going to start showing you some tips and tricks with finances and showing you how you utilize this and put it to work. So dailywealthonline.com, like and follow me. And then as soon as I hit 1,000 on my subscribers, I get to help the rest of the world and put a link up there to make it so easy so that when you're driving and dropping your kids off, picking them up from school, going and getting coffee for the boss, you won't forget about me because you'll be able just to click my page and click my link and boom, we're buddies. Okay. So here's the thing. We had a webinar yesterday on what it is that we have in this digital marketing space, but I just want to let you know that we have those weekly. So here's the thing. Why did I choose to do digital marketing? Well, I'm a realtor, like I said. So my job's very spontaneous and I have to put my needs second to my clients. So as a realtor, as hard as it is to work 8 hours a day, I don't deviate from it. When I met my fiance, he was very adamant about, hey, at 6 o'clock, you're calling it quits. And that was kind of hard for me. It was kind of hard for me to put myself first and to be like, you know what? You're right. Like I work just as hard as everybody else. Just because I'm a realtor doesn't mean I have to take 10 o'clock phone calls, 11 o'clock phone calls. Is it urgent or important? Because most of the time it's important, but at the same time, we can carve out a time between 8 and 5 to have a conversation because this is the largest asset that you've ever made in the history of your life. So I'm pretty sure it's important, right? Pretty sure it's urgent. So, anyways, so when I learned to put myself first and to cut work off at 6 p.m., I talk to realtors all the time and they don't shut it down. And that's their bad. That's their bad because they just feel this obligation to always be answering the call. I don't know if it's because they feel like they're making a lot of money on their client or if it's, they want to give this outstanding customer service or they think that they're going to get 10 referrals because they answered the call all the time. What I have found is that the more needy a client is, the harder that I'm going to have to work and actually the less enjoyment it is for me, right? So I've learned not even to mess with those people because at the end of the day, it's not worth the time or the heartache or the headache or the frustration. And it makes me almost hate my job. So I've learned to really interview people who are coming in and out of my life wanting my real estate services. And that's a fun place to be because you can say no. You can say no to the problems that are coming into your world, right? So, one of the things that is so exciting to be in the world in which we live is because are you seeing these opportunities come at you every day? I mean, how many people are TikTok sellers? How many people are on Amazon? How many people are FBA drop shippers? Like, so many people have learned how to carve out their time to create another stream of income. Why not you? How many people do you know that are in the t-shirt business? I am so excited because I know this sounds so silly, but there was a moment within the last like 24, 48 months where I was like, I just want an acre of land and a shop and I just want to make t-shirts all day. Is that not crazy? Like, what is wrong with me? Right. But that is a true story. I thought about it. I'm like, man, it sure would be nice just to just sit around and make t shirts all day. I don't have to worry about customer complaints. I don't have to worry about piping or plumbing issues, slab leaks, roof, hail damage. I don't have to worry about any of that. I just get to sit there and push a deal on a t-shirt and make a t-shirt and ship it out. How cool is that, right? That's what I wanted to do. I just wanted a simple job that rewards me very handsomely so that I can look into my future and know A, I'm going to be okay, and B, that I'm going to be able to retire comfortably and live comfortably, and C, know that I'm not going to be stressed out at 75 years old trying to figure out what I'm going to do. You guys, the time is now. There is so much around you. And if you're still doing the same thing and you're going to go look at getting a third job, then you really need to take some time and look in the mirror and talk about what it is that's going on in your world. You got to get real with yourself. When an opportunity presents itself, are you smart enough? Are you a leader? It's not smart. A leader takes action, right? Are you a leader? Do you want to possess leadership skills? A leader is someone who's going to look at an opportunity and consider the pros and cons. A leader is someone who's going to say, hey, Ashley, can I come to that webinar? Y'all do one once a week. When is it? Well, we did one yesterday. We do it once a week. We never know when it's going to be, but rest assured that if you're following me, dailywealthonline.com, and you're talking to me daily, that you're going to get an email if you go to dailywealthonline.com, put your email in. I'll make sure that you get access to the webinar. Why? because my name is Ashley Westbrook and I am a digital marketer owner. And this is my career for the rest of my days because I know with just 2 hours a day working my business, having a CEO mindset, and the willingness to be coachable, I'm going to have a six-figure business in a very short time. In fact, shorter than it takes me to make that money in real estate over a year. And then, oh, by the way, the following year and the following year and the following year, I'll be a self-made millionaire because this thing has so much momentum that's behind it. It's like a jet fuel taking off, right? It's like a jet taking off from Cape Canaveral and blasting off into the atmosphere because there's so much momentum that's behind it. It's going north. I'm talking due north. And the thing is this, you're in a situation right now where you're a baby boomer, a Gen Xer, the kiddos, like, let's talk about this. The kiddos below us, like the kids, the 20-year-olds, the 30s, maybe young 30s, they're out there. They have an opportunity that we were never given. We were never given this opportunity because we had to do what it is that we were told. We've been lied to our whole lives, right? Go to school, get a job, have the 2.3 kids with the white picket fence. And now everybody's got, five, six families, right? Like that's kind of the norm these days. But what if you've been told a lie your whole life? Like you don't have to do all those things. What you can do is you can live a life on your terms, and you don't have to be judgmental to somebody who is starting a online digital marketing business and is believing in themselves enough to take a chance on who it is that they are, because they already know that they possess a leadership mentality, that they're willing to show up for 2 hours a day, and that they're willing to be coachable. Because inside our Done For You digital program, we teach you step by step how to build a successful business by attracting the perfect customer. We teach you inside our digital marketing program how to step by step go and share your story with your social media so that you can have your attraction marketing out there working for you. When you're doing social media and you're on the online space, your customer pool is $5 billion a month. There are 5 billion people on social media monthly. On TikTok, I chose to do TikTok. There are 1.4 billion users monthly. On YouTube, there are 2.4 billion users monthly. So when you're sharing your story, because that's really what you're doing, everyone has a story. Some stories are sad, some stories are about growth, some stories are woe is me. But, my story is, man, I felt sorry for myself for a little bit. I was a realtor, single person, 17 years. I was lonely. I was afraid. I became even more scared and overwhelmed in 2015 when I saw the internet.com people encroaching into my business. The Zillows of the world, the Trulias of the world, the Open Doors, the Redfins. Those people were stealing our businesses as realtors, and we all let it happen. And not only did we let it happen, the National Association of Realtors let it happen, along with the local MLS board, which I didn't agree upon, right? But I knew then the career that I chose, that I absolutely loved, that I was great at, was going to be compromised in just a few years, because look around you, how quickly does 10 years go by? And oh, by the way, if you're not seeing a pattern recognition of the digital space, of the AIs being introduced, the chat GPTs, these jobs are overtaking the human jobs that are out there. So what's next? Are you going to walk into your career in just 3 months and they say, hey, Ash, by the way, you did a great job. Thanks for your 20-year tenure. Thank you. But here's the deal. We just hired a new software. It's going to save us bottom line $1.2 million a year. So we're going to need you to make sure that all of your things are out of the office by 5 o'clock on Friday. Here's a nice severance package for you. What if that happens to you? It's happening all over the world. It's happening daily, and it's happening more than you would like to know. And that's a scary place. So if that does happen to you, are you going to be reactive or proactive? A proactive mindset is someone who already knows that this could be something that does happen in the near future, but yet you're doing something about it. You're seeking a new skill. You're learning something. You're curious. Be curious, right? One of my favorite Ted Lasso quotes. Be curious about what's next. Be curious about what are these other people doing. If you just sit around and think that you're going to be fine and you're just going to hop onto these other jobs year after year after year, like it's dwindling. Hello, it's dwindling. There's these jobs are not going to be around anymore. The insurance adjusters, they just drop their rates by, they're paying them $1,000 a week, and that's on their own gas, their own time. There's no benefit in that anymore. There's almost no benefit in being a realtor because every time you go to do a real estate transaction, everybody just wants you to work for free. So I already know that my patience level with the real estate career it's gonna shrink because I'm not gonna put up with it. Like you're hiring me for a job or you're not, but I'm not doing it for free. I'm not, because why would I do it for free? Would you work for free? Would you take all of your yearly, your what's the word I'm looking for? Your intellectual property that you have of your head from your job. Would you work your job for free? Of course you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't. That's because you have created a space in your career and you're really good at what you do. So why would you do it for free? Eventually, I believe that the real estate business is probably going to get there. People are just going to expect you to do it for nothing, and I know that I'm not going to put up with it, right? So now I've got to be proactive and find something that I can partner with that's going to give me the kind of income that I need to keep meeting my goals. I have these big goals. Every year I put, X amount of dollars into my 401k, no ifs, ands, buts about it. I don't skip any years. I mean, because it just makes sense. You just do that. You have to do that to put money into the account so that, when you walk away, you've got something, like you just do it. So every year I have these goals where I have X amount of money that goes here, X amount of money that goes to pay my taxes because I pay them in arrears, but that's just for two big things that aren't even livable items, right? So you have to know where it is that you're going in order to stay focused and to get to that spot. So being in digital marketing has made me so excited because I have automation, scalability, I am more free time, and it's always out there working for me. So I haven't done this call to action yet, but I wanted to let you know we have a webinar coming up next week. Please like me, follow me, share me. Go to dailywealthonline.com. Enter your email into this video. You'll watch a cool video that'll explain so much. And if you snap this with your finger, I'm sorry, what is it called? Screenshot this, dailywealthonline.com. You're going to go here, put your email in, watch the video, and I will share with you the webinar link for next week. We already had it this week, and I know next week's going to be a really good one. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot in my digital marketing space. I'm also a realtor. This is something that you can do so easily. It's just consistency, and over time, you're going to have unstoppable momentum. So I want to encourage you all to be curious. Be curious this week. Does anybody have any questions? I'm going through here. I had some technical difficulty earlier today. And hey there, my name's Ashley. If you guys will please follow me, I am on a mission to put my link in my bio because I want to make it simple for everyone just to take a look at this opportunity that could change their reality and change their financial future. We live in this digital world. We're Gen Xers. We're amazing people. Think about all the technology changes that we've had to incur. And you guys, right now you have a chance to really add to your family, really add to you if you're a single person and you just want to be a business person, but yet you realize that your income that you're getting monthly and weekly is not in line and proportionate with your efforts, and you've got to go to the next step, but you don't want to get another job. It blows my mind how many people have 2 and 3 extra jobs on top of their career. Why? What is wrong with this world? Why doesn't one job work? You know what I mean? Why doesn't one job work? So let's change our reality and figure out this digital marketing Well, I've already figured it out. All you have to do is just buy it. You have to buy it, and then you're immediately involved in this company that shows you exactly how to start your digital marketing business. And it's not even start. We show you exactly how to do it. But listen, like, follow, share me. I'm going to get off of here. Today was a good day. Today is a good day. I really want to sing that song, but anyways, thank you for coming in. I'll talk to you soon. See you tomorrow daily, wealthonline.com at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.